Hello, my name is Casey Patnode. I'm a junior studying biomedical engineering at the University of Michigan. This past summer, I participated in the summer undergraduate research experience working with Dr. Jinping Fu. And in Dr. Fu's lab, I worked on a variety of topics, but one of the main ones was conjugating immune cells with magnetic beads in order to gain diagnostic information about patients' immune systems. I've got a video showing one part of this process, and I'll explain about it along the way. This process first involves mixing cells and beads that are marked with specific proteins together in solution so that the cells can bind to the beads, but we will need to run them through a filter such as this one in order to remove redundant beads that haven't bound to cells. So we put the filter into the casing like so and assemble the casing around the filter. It will be put into the well plates, and this orange liquid is representative of the cell bead mixture. It will be put in through a pipette into the filter casing. Eventually, as the liquid builds up on top of the filter in the casing, it will run through into the well plate. And once in the well plate, it can be analyzed using a microscope in order to indeed confirm that everything going through is just redundant beads that aren't conjugated with cells. In order to ensure that beads were not just trapped on top of the filter, we'll close off the bottom of the filter casing, take a volume of water and put it in through the top, and then proceed to close off the top of the casing. And then this will just allow us to turn over the filter casing, washing through the filter multiple times to ensure that trapped beads that haven't run through yet are dislodged, and will allow us to remove as many redundant beads as possible from the solution, because we don't care about redundant beads. That's not what we're trying to analyze. Once all of the redundant beads have been removed, and this process of washing water through it can be done multiple times, we will take another volume of water and run it through the reverse side of the filter in order to retrieve the cells and cell bead conjugation that have been trapped by the filter. So we will run that through and retrieve it in our well plate, and then, since the beads are magnetic, in order to get rid of redundant cells that haven't bound to beads, we can use a magnet and separate the two and eventually be left with just the cell bead conjugation. So like I said towards the end of that last video, we will be able to separate the cells that have conjugated with the beads from the ones who haven't by using the bead's magnetic properties. And the reason we want to do this is because the beads are marked with specific proteins to bind to only the patient's immune cells. So by separating these immune cells from the rest of the cells in a patient's blood, we will be able to analyze a patient's immune system and how it's performing, and therefore be able to treat a patient better by assessing their needs more fully. Once again, my name is Casey Patnode. I really enjoyed my time with Shure and with Dr. Fu's lab, and thank you for watching my video.